Hi, good morning, everyone. It is Danielle here from Retro Heating and Cooling. And today I wanted to talk about your boiler estimates. So you're out there and you're shopping for your new gas boiler. Couple of things we just want you to keep in mind. It is a big investment. This is something that heats your home, maybe it heats your hot water too. So this is going to be a big investment that you make into your house. So it's not something that we take lightly, and it's something that you should do your homework on and really be educated on the estimates that you receive. So one of the things that we always offer here is the ability to let our customers provide us with the other estimates that they got. Let us explain what the differences are between somebody else's estimate and the estimate that Retro sends you. It might not always be black and white, because if you get a couple of estimates and one's really high or seems really high and one's kind of lower, somewhere in the middle there might be one or two, right? There could be different reasons for why there is such a discrepancy in pricing. And so maybe to the average homeowner, you don't fully understand or aren't educated on what those differences are and what they mean to your home. So one of the things that we always offer to anybody who we're quoting on a project is share with us your estimates. Let us explain and educate you on what the differences are. So one of the big things right off the bat, right, is going to be the type of equipment. What brand are they giving you? We all know that there are different levels of brands in just about every piece of equipment that we buy, right? Everything that we purchase, right? There's lower end or more bargain pricing on certain name brands, and then there's name brands that carry a lot of value and have been around a longer time, and those are always going to carry a bigger price tag, right? So there can be a difference there just based upon the brand. And then one of the other things that's going to make a big difference on your estimates is going to be the type of job that they're giving you, right? So you might look at your estimate and like, oh, like this looks like I'm getting the same thing here as I'm getting there, right? Why would I spend, maybe $1,000 more on this estimate? This is the same job. And it's very easy to think that, especially if they're not going into like full detail of specifics of what they're doing on your boiler. So one of the things that we do that might be different than another estimate that you get is when we replace a boiler, we are replacing your boiler and we're putting in circulators as opposed to zone valves. So circulators versus zone valves. That's a good thing to Google and look up, but I'll just go into it briefly here. The difference is if you're getting a job that's done with zone valves, which will make your estimate look a lot cheaper because one, the material is very inexpensive and it's quicker for the technicians to do on install day. So that can be why there might be a big discrepancy in pricing. But zone valves, if your heating system goes down, you're going to lose each zone in your house, right? Whereas if we install a circulator and each zone in your home has its own pump, so just think about it like your zones being like where you have your thermostats, right? Like, so if you have, a zone for upstairs, a zone for downstairs, and maybe a zone for your basement, maybe you have 3 zones of heat in your home. The circulator pumps, what'll happen is if one circulator goes bad, you're not going to lose heat in your whole house. It's just going to be that one zone, right? So on a really cold day, worst case scenario, if something happens and your heat goes down, now instead of having your whole house without heat, maybe you just have one zone, right? So that's something that we do different. And I'm sure there's a lot of other companies that do that too. But it is going to make a difference in the pricing that you see on an estimate. So whether it's with us or somebody else, we want to educate you to ask those questions. Ask them, what are they installing? Are they installing zone valves or are they installing circulator pumps? It's a good question to ask.